This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
Hey, what about that Legends of the Arrowverse podcast?
Ugh, what about us?
Boy, who'd think we'd have so much to talk to during the summer? But hey, we've got a few.
It's a pandemic.
People are bored. It's ready now. But yes, welcome back to the 25th episode of Legends of the Arrowverse. I am Phil. Joining me, my sidekick Speedy, aka.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire. I kind of want to be called Red Arrow though.
Hey Thea.
You're supposed to say it's too late. I've already told everybody to call you Speedy. Come on, Phil, get it together.
Sorry.
I can quote the good episodes of Arrow, no problem.
I thought you remembered the your not so favorite ones more.
I'm trying not to be hashtag so petty.
Hashtag feminism.
Yeah. Flash episode, bad Flash episodes. Yes, I remember.
Anyway, so should we get to? Well, there's actually two news items, but well, so let's get to those before we get to Stargirl or our comic. I don't know. Should we start with? I don't know. "Quote unquote" good news before bad, or
Yeah, let's do it.
so how about I'm not familiar with the actress, but this Vanessa Morgan, I guess, from Riverdale, they're talking of her possibly taking Ruby Rose's place.
Okay, so this is how I feel. So I feel it's kind of odd that they just Riverdale just had a big thing with this particular actress because Riverdale is trash about their black actors, just like anybody on the CW. Like all CW shows have a problem with their characters of color. Like I'm not talking out of school. If you watch it, you know. So she went on Twitter and she almost quit. So she quit Riverdale because it wasn't how they treat their black actors or whatever. So I was just like, oh, how kind of convenient that now they want to replace Ruby Rose with her. And she also played her character was gay. She was Cheryl's girlfriend on Riverdale. And I was just like, it makes sense in a CW way. And I don't want to stop nobody's money or anything, but
Is this like the apology? It's like, oh, hey, sorry how we treated you over there. How would you like to headline your own superhero show?
Which is I mean, she's also the girl. If anybody is like a 90s kid, my babysitter's a vampire. That's her. If you don't watch Riverdale, that is who that is. So from the movie and the TV show. And so obviously she's Canadian because that was Canadian and not actually a Disney Channel show.
Hey.
Fun facts. Yeah, that's what it kind of smacks of to me. And it's just like, I mean, she's an okay enough CW actress. I mean, I think she could carry a show more than Ruby Rose could. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
At least I know she'll show up on time and not complain and want to leave after one season.
Oh, good. Well, she has a leg up already. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and not to hate on Ruby Rose. I mean, it's hard working on CW shows if you're a person of color or a woman, from what I understand and what I observe. So I get it. I totally get it. But at the same time, you also, especially you're actors in Hollywood, I know time's up, Me Too movements, but let's just be real about how Hollywood works. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, they've also confirmed, I guess, they're not going to kill off Ruby Rose's Kate Kane. She's just gonna kind of disappear. So
all the back characters disappear. Is that the running gag? We'll get Nightwing for an episode. He'll come back. Hey, Kate's disappeared too. What's going on? He disappears.
How
freaking Barbara comes through. She disappears.
I'm here for Dick.
But I mean,
Don't call him Rick.
that's right. So
That's the new tagline.
I mean, is that actually you think they're actually going to do like a big conspiracy? It's like, oh, whatever happened to Bruce happened to Kate.
Ooh, what was there? I'm trying to think. Was there a storyline? They could. They kind of just already did Crisis on Infinite Earth. So like all the Bat family are chasing that magic bullet through time. Maybe, I don't know. Wouldn't that make sense though? Kind of in a weird way.
Maybe.
To me, like that's totally CW process if they even pick up.
I don't know. I just think they're going to do something like, oh, they're in prison somewhere.
Deathstroke, baby. And that's how we get Manu Bennett on freaking Batwoman.
Oh no, they're locked up in Lee and you.
Seriously, bro, think about it.
Hey, who's going to that island now that Oliver's dead?
We got Roy still, kind of, sort of.
True.
They could cross over with Green Arrow and the Canaries. See, I'm writing this so easily for the CW. They should totally hire me.
Is that ever coming, or is that dead in the water?
I mean, honestly, I think with this pandemic that it might get greenlit.
Oh.
Especially because they want to be like all like super girl power now.
True.
Poor Grant.
True.
Poor Grant.
True. And at this point, they're looking for content.
The only sausage in the clam dip. Poor Grant.
Yeah. I was gonna say we got Black Lightning, kind of.
Kind of. That show's on its last leg too, and you know. Legends, that's a clam fest as much as I love it. But like last season totally showed when they started the sorority, I was like, yeah, because you don't have enough to start a fraternity. Just saying. Yeah. No, I mean, if the actress gets it, that's great. And I don't think she does any stunt work or anything like that. So, like at all. So that'll be a challenge. But we have time, I guess now. I don't know. See, it'll be interesting to see what they do with Batwoman. It was already a mess for me. Season 1 was kind of a mess. A lot of missed opportunities.
And they had to end it early.
Yeah. And like I wasn't like honestly, none of the cast chemistry really gelled for me. So you know. I would have preferred if it wasn't an original character. I would love if they did like Stephanie Brown instead.
Exactly.
I mean, we could even get Kelly for all I care at this point. Just somebody that's actually in the Bat family would be great. That's all.
I mean, I guess they didn't want to lose that whole, they didn't want to replace the lesbian with anyone else. So, I mean, would you have been all right if it had been like a Stephanie Brown if they had made her a lesbian?
Well, give it to Renee Montoya. She was supposed to show up anyway. Screw it. Make it the question show for all I care.
There you go. I
mean, if you really, really want to go there, I don't know. Like, and I actually kind of liked Rosie Perez as Renee Montoya in Birds of Prey. Like, nobody else got a lot of screen time, so it just kind of sucks. So it's just like, well, if you're not going to, like, treat, the women characters of Birds of Prey, just actually secretly sneak them into Batwoman. I don't care.
Yeah, that was one of my big things with that movie. That's what I said. I said, well, I wish we
Huntress? Where the hell was Huntress in that movie? We got like 5 minutes of Huntress.
Well, I said,
if you want to sneak everybody into the Batwoman show and just let Harley Quinn be the only woman in the DCEU, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not watching it.
I mean, you couldn't bring in that Black Canary, but Black Canary and Huntress, I wanted so much more from that.
In the Arrowverse, we have a network of canaries, so it doesn't even matter.
True.
It doesn't even matter. Women are interchangeable / exchangeable in the Arrowverse. I've said it for years, ever since that whole Laurel disaster. It's something rotten in Denmark at CW. And it's just kind of like starting to irk me now that Arrow's off. I can actually I feel a little freer to talk about it because I don't really care about any other show. But like I said, I don't know. Good luck. I would have just actually canceled the show if I was the CW. Like it's odd. It's just odd, and it's not a good look in the PR department to me.
It's just like a brand new character. Yeah, and again, I mean, are you going to totally retool that show? Because, I mean,
you have to. There's no personal connection with this character. And you don't want to do another Dina Drake. I cannot take another Dina Drake where they go, oh, you're actually the perfect one. This is our do-over kind of thing, I can't go through that again. I won't go through that again.
Oh, look, we have a comment from a young man on Facebook. Charlie Esser says, yes, the question is really the show we need.
Thank you. I remember when she showed up in Gotham and we were like, are we doing? No, she disappeared. And she had a relationship with Stabby Babs. I was just like, oh, dude. So this would be the time. I agree.
It's again, it's like, Kate had all these personal connections, with the main villain, her father. I mean, again, they should have face swapped, said the new actress is Kate, and have the whole thing, the father unmasked her, but oh, look, she has a new face. So there's no turn.
Exactly. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. But I feel like they're just trying to like slap band-aids on all these problems that they're having, which is a great segue into what's going on in The Flash with Hartley Sawyer.
Oh, yes. Hartley Sawyer got fired for tweets he made. What was it, like
6 years ago?
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was like 8 to 10. I thought.
No, it was about 6. Yeah.
And I saw
6 was the last offensive comment, I guess, that they're counting.
And I saw them saying racist and sexist, but the examples I saw, it seemed that it was mostly sexist.
He has a problem with women, apparently. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, what, talking about cutting up homeless women? Yeah.
Among other things.
Yeah.
But no, like I had casually actually known that about the actor when he was cast. That's why I just like kind of didn't like that character. Like if you guys never picked up what I was throwing down about that, like I did not enjoy him on The Flash at all. So now you know why. And it's just kind of this really funny thing that little former Disney star Sky Jackson just straight called him out. Like I was just like, what? I don't know what her beef with him was. I don't know, but that's who exposed him. And I was just like, oh, well, there you go.
I wonder if he said or did something to her that just
Yeah, it's kind of weird. She has kind of weird beefs with people that are like twice her age, but that's kind of like a Sky Jackson thing in and of itself. But I was just like, oh. And I was kind of surprised because we let what's his face still make movies for Marvel. So I mean, I thought we were, you know what I mean? I was just like,
who
I don't know. The guy that's directing the Suicide Squad for DC.
Oh, okay. Well, he was gone and they brought him back, so I don't know what's going to happen there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's official that he's back directing that movie, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Back,
so,
but that's what I'm saying. He was out, and then they brought him back in. So I don't know what happened there.
So that I'm just saying that I thought we were kind of over this thing. Not that we should be over it, but it's just kind of like,
yeah,
I get his like quote unquote fans.
Oh yeah, there's already.
But I don't know. Don't read the comment sections. The comment sections just kind of made me want to burn the world even more than how it's on fire right now. So
I was gonna say too.
I didn't know all of his fans were such jerks. That's all that I'm gonna say. So it kind of makes sense. Some men just want to watch the world burn. But yeah. And so like now Danielle Panabaker's apparently having issues too. People want her fired for racism. Supposedly.
I was reading a little about that. I guess I don't know if they're saying that was she giving crap to Candace Patton?
That's been the tea for years though.
Yeah,
and that's why that whole Snowberry thing is a thing, of why the Wes Allen fandom is so like on top of everything. Besides not wanting to end up like the Velocity thing, but yeah, so that's been the tea for years. So I'm just like, okay, so I guess everybody's just trying to be woke and cash in on the Black Lives Matter movement. Like that's just kind of what it feels like to me at this point.
I mean, the two big things I saw was, she was giving crap. I guess people are like...
Because Candace Patton has been getting racist hate for years, and no offense to Grant, he only gives that standard one line, she's my coworker, she's our Iris, and that's it. So, she's been under siege for years. So, like, this is nothing new for me. This is why I stand Candace all day long, why I tell the writer's room, Iris sucks, do something with her.
Oh, I love her. I just wish they'd give her more to do on the show.
Exactly. So it's hard.
Mr. @Charlie Esser on Twitter says, elongated man is thankfully a weird enough character that no one will care he's gone. Most people probably didn't care he was there. I don't know.
He has his fans. He does. He did bring the comedy, which I felt like Flash didn't need. We when we moved away from that, in season 1. I was like, okay, good, we're evolving. It still had a light heartness to it, but then like the Zoom thing happened, and then like, you know, freaking that whole season 2, it just kind of changed the tone, and then to go back to that, we have a weird tonal shift after we've grown so much. It was odd for me. That's all that I'm saying. But he does have his fans, and a lot of people really liked him when it first started.
Yeah.
And he's been there. They had the chance to get rid of him so many times. Was he in the crossover?
Who? Elongated Man? Yeah, Crisis, he was a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Like, again, wasn't he hired under the old regime?
Ooh. I think he was on the cusp. I'd have to double check. But
Okay.
like, look, you know, and that's the whole thing with Andrew Kressberg as well. Like, so it's just been one thing after another behind the scenes with the CW and how things are run over there on the shows. So it, you know, I think that's also why Legends has kind of evolved into what it has. And honestly, they need to make Keto Shimizu like showrunner over on Legends. No offense to Phil Klimmer. I'm just saying, like, it would kind of probably make your female characters flow a little better if you just went ahead and did that. I think that's the thing. And like even Supergirl's showrunner, I think she's just a co-showrunner.
Oh.
I don't think she's the actual like showrunner. So it's
But
things need to happen at the CW. It's weird for everybody that like CW seems so inclusive, you know, a non-threatening, you know, diverse cast, but behind the scenes it's not like that at all.
I mean, it seems like chaos over there. Just because it's pretty people doesn't mean, you know.
Yeah, pretty people do the ugliest things, to quote Kanye West. God, I miss old Kanye. We need old Kanye back in 2020 so bad. But yeah, I'm kind of sad about the state of affairs at CW, but then it's like, well, half of it is Warner Brothers. What the hell do you expect?
Huh.
And all the trouble is on the Warner Brothers side because, well, CBS shows don't do good on CW. So yeah, Stargirl. Let's talk happy things.
Episode 4, Wildcat.
Really, Philip? Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. That mask. I thought it was like, okay, maybe it'll be better in live action. Like, this is just a photo. I know how it goes, but that mask is. She looks like Droopy Dog from Hanna-Barbera.
Is it the mask, or is it just that it's a young girl, or?
Costume redesign is definitely
maybe a smaller mask, or
something.
And what it's like,
or like I guess you can't just like she needs more of a cowl, like how you know season 1 Flash had. Like, don't be like I know like actors hate their faces covered. I get it, or maybe they don't want it to be like too Batman-y or something.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I think the actress is fine. I like the characterization so far, but it's just that one particular thing that's just in my face, and I'm just like, oof. The only misstep in 4 episodes, though, so you know, I'm happy. Yeah. And now I definitely need Stargirl to go to HBO Max. I do not want that in the CW mix. If DCU is definitely getting dissolved, please, for the love of God, do not send Stargirl to the CW side of things. Oh, fun fact, she shoots in Atlanta where Black Lightning shoots. So that would be the easiest crossover.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a cool crossover.
Which kind of makes sense because he's an older hero too.
Yes. And you'll have his daughters there too. I mean, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I forgot to mention that the last time we talked, I was having difficulties when we were talking about Stargirl. So yeah, like I would actually kind of be down for that. I think Jeff Johns would too. I don't know about Mara Braccakill, but I think that makes kind of weird sense to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would
I think that's why it also feels different. Like Black Lightning feels different because it's not in the Canada sphere.
Yeah, I think tonally, it's probably closer to the Stargirl than the rest of those shows.
Yeah.
It's
especially with JSA, and we
Yes.
come to find out maybe Black Lightning isn't the first Black Lightning or something weird like that. Oh, well, hell, they only disappeared 10 years ago. Maybe he knows the JSA.
Exactly.
So I have high hopes for Stargirl. I'm just so proud of Jeff Johns, and I was just a funny thing. I was in one of the DC groups, and somebody was just like, "Am I the only one that like dislikes Jeff Johns?" And everybody was just like, "What? He's the best modern writer in DC that they have. What are you talking about? Get out! You're banned."
I mean,
I mean, I've had my issues, like it's just little things, but I think he gets it, and he's a fanboy just like us. I think that's what comic book industry, especially DC, needs: people that care, that know the history.
I mean, on the business side, I could see where you have issues with him, but like storytelling wise, I mean,
exactly,
I think he's usually pretty
You're
good.
Crazy. Get out! You're not welcome here. Get out!
Exactly. I mean, Stargirl and everything, the JSA. I mean, just if nothing else, Flash and Green Lantern. I mean, look what he's done.
Oh, he did such a much over needed haul of Green Lantern. He added that excellent mythos to it. And I get it. He kind of wanted Flash to blend in with the rest of like DC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get it. And honestly, I think that might have been a mandate and not even his choice. And he just decided, well, since this is the mandate, I'm going to do something super cool with it. You know what I mean?
But even before that, even just like the stuff with Wally and stuff, I mean, they needed him after, Mark Waid left.
Oh, so desperately.
Yeah.
And those were big shoes to fill at the time, too, in that regard. And he filled them and then some. I mean, Wally, like I said, I love Barry and Jay, but like Wally, I get why people love Wally the way that they do. And Wally has a special place in the Flash family for me, but it's different.
Yeah, I mean, comic Wally, redheaded Wally, he was the most normal of all the Flash. He was like the most.
Yeah, he was He was the most relatable because you saw his struggles, you understood his struggles because you were kind of closer to that age, and you could feel some of those insecurities in your life too. So yeah, I get it.
Because I mean. Yeah, he was Kid Flash. Then he becomes the Flash at like, what was he, like 20 or 21?
Yeah, and that's a big weight to bear. And like, I think he did an excellent job with it. And I don't know, like I said, I like Stargirl. I think he's doing a great job. It means so much to him. And it's so great to see somebody's passion project not just be like a passion project, but actually good. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. But I mean, this episode was cute, with Wildcat and Stargirl. But like, what's with that suit? Is it nanotech?
I think it is actually. We're just not saying that it is.
Yeah, because like I know Charlie was even like he's like, oh, what is that like the is that the
we don't really say nanotech in DC. Do you know what I mean? So like it could possibly be, but we just don't bring it up.
Charlie was like, is that the Thunderbolt? I was like, no, I'm like, if it's anything, maybe like Pat upgraded the suit or something, hoping we'd get a new Wildcat.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I think maybe the JSA all had like special like the staff. Maybe it's all their stuff was kind of like that.
Oh yeah.
It's maybe the like thing that they're going for the TV show.
So are we going to say that? Well, I mean, it was broken, but we got that Alan Scott Lantern. Are we going to say that's tech, not alien tech, but tech?
Oh no, we're going alien tech, baby. No doubt about it.
Oh, I wonder if they're waiting to
because think about it. This is the show where you can go all out. We already have like magic established.
Oh,
obviously.
Yeah. Hey, if DC Universe does go down, do send this to HBO Max because I mean, you could you bring in Alan Scott, you could definitely tie into that Green Lantern series.
I think that's going to be important for HBO Max to have their whole shared universe for sure too.
Yeah.
Which is going to be weird, but because if you take Doom Patrol, you kind of honestly have to take Titans too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Although they might just end Titans early, I don't know what's going on with Titans. I'm not hearing good things about Titans.
I mean, supposedly they're getting a third season, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, they would have to. HBO Max would have to take that unless they really toned it down for CW, which no.
Well, that's what I mean. It wouldn't go to CW, so at all. It would either go to HBO Max or it's gone.
Yeah.
I have a feeling CW is crumbling on the inside. because of Warner Brothers. Like, honestly, I don't even know how long that whole thing is supposed to last. Like, it was never supposed to be a permanent thing. So we'll see.
What wasn't supposed to be permanent?
The whole CBS thing, like, because CBS shows just don't do good on CW, like, at all.
Yeah.
They're not really contributing, and they're taking away valuable, you know, resources, time, and effort from something that could just basically be Warner Brothers TV branch. So it's been like what was that, 2004 that it turned into CW? Or 2005, I think it was, right?
Something like that. Something. Yeah.
So we're 15 years in. So I mean, it's time for renegotiations and things like that, I think. So it's interesting to see. I think that's why a lot of turmoil is happening at CW, honestly. So we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so excited for Stargirl. Like, it is such the cutest show. I love these little character interactions. It's not like crappy teen melodrama, you know what I mean? It is, but like in a good way.
Yeah. I mean, the most we got that far was just like the teen bullies, but I mean, what can you expect? They're being raised by like supervillains.
Exactly. It's you know what? Sorry, Disney fans. This is the Sky High that you really wanted.
Ooh.
I think that's how they should market it, to be honest. Because there is a big hole, like, because Sky High was supposed to be like a whole 4-movie franchise. And they kind of bailed on it, I think, to work on like High School Musical or something like that. So it's a big hole where a lot of people love Sky High. They've been dying for a vibe like Sky High. I believe Charlie and I are both kind of those people too. So that's probably why it tickles his fancy. So yeah, I think that this definitely needs to be a little bit retooled in the marketing department, and this show could do like so amazing.
I mean, I guess I haven't been watching enough CW, but I mean, are they still even like running commercials for Stargirl? Because I don't remember seeing a lot lately.
I haven't even seen it on the app, so that, which is really weird.
Yeah.
I don't think that it needs to. The numbers are doing so well on the CW. I don't think it needs to.
Okay. Maybe. Good. Hopefully. I was going to say, please don't tell me they're going to pull a Swamp Thing with this thing, but okay, good.
Well, see that's the only thing that is the saving grace, I think, honestly, too, is that it's on, you know, DC Universe, and they have their whole internal numbers game for that.
Oh, yeah.
And this is just like kind of airing on. And I think they are letting YCW kind of bought Swamp Thing, is because, hey, look what we did with John Constantine. Hey, we also actually have John Constantine.
Well, I think
maybe we could do something with it.
Well, I think they even admitted they're like, you know, we need content since none of the Arrowverse shows are coming back till January.
Yeah. But they also want to like get away from the teeny bopper image too, especially now that Supernatural, which is its oldest show with its oldest demographic, they're going to need something to kind of fill that void as well.
Yeah.
So it just kind of, that actually, sophisticated suspense. They're going to have to buy that from us. But yeah, I honestly, if they do like kind of send Stargirl to the CW, they should actually pick up a second season of Swamp Thing just to kind of, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They have to balance out that old Arrowverse. Because, I mean, that was their whole plan anyway, is to always kind of be constantly, until the superhero fad dies down, to kind of rotate in fresh, you know, DC content that way. And I think that makes sense.
And do a season 2 so you can get Constantine in there.
Yes.
Matt Ryan.
For the love of God, yes. I would love for HBO Max to pick it up instead, but, you know, that's dead in the water. Honestly, they should have waited to put it on HBO Max, because it just didn't vibe with the rest of the DCU TV shows that were on there, like, you know, Doom Patrol and Titans. It just didn't vibe with that. I think that's why it just didn't do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, they should have waited for HBO Max.
But here we are. And at least Stargirl managed to come out of it unscathed. Yeah, so I am so impressed with the lead actress. Like, she's just like, she's holding it down. Mm-hmm. She might have some comedic chops there. She just might.
I know, she's very talented. I think, what is she, like 20?
Yeah.
I mean, I think she pulls it off a lot better than some of these older actors we get sometimes in some of these shows.
Well, she's also, she's closer to that age too. Like she still remembers being a teenager and stuff like that. I think that always helps. Like,
oh yeah,
not to shoot shots at 90210 where everybody was like 50 playing teens.
Yeah, she's more of a Tom Holland than a Tobey Maguire.
Oh, ouch! Why do you hurt me so, Philip? Keep your Marvel out of my DC.
I love how you
could have said she was more Pattinson than Affleck. Damn it!
Sorry. Closet Marvel fan.
I mean, Spider-Man, yes, but those movies they have scarred me.
Oh, jeez. All right, so do you want to get to the comic?
Yes, let's get to our comics.
That's right, everyone. We're going to be doing comics because, after Stargirl's done, who knows what kind of news we'll have. But
I have a feeling there's always going to be news.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen DC lately?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Mess. But yes, we did. We talked some Jay Garrick last time. This time we're covering Showcase number 4. Not only the first appearance of Barry Allen, but is it official or unofficial that Showcase 4 is like the beginning of the Silver Age?
It depends on who you ask, but for me, it's kind of unofficial.
Okay. I thought most, like 99% of the people agreed that was like the start of the Silver Age.
It's still debatable.
Why? What else would have started the Silver?
There's things.
I mean, it was 56. What else big? I mean, I know DC was like rebooting the concepts of like, Flash.
Yeah.
And all that.
That's kind of why it's debatable.
But I think this is like the first one, Isn't this like the first concept they rebooted?
Oh, no.
But yes. Oh, and you get 2 stories in this issue. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I almost saw light on little screen. But yeah, I mean, I love how you get like 2 stories in this issue, which like if this was a modern comic, either one of those stories, they would have dragged out like 5 or 6 issues, especially the origin story. Lilith, don't go into the light.
It's raining. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I see like 2 little hellfires on my screen.
Oh, you do?
Hold on.
Oh, you do?
Hold on.
There we go.
I kicked out your evil twin. There you go.
Oh no, the mirror universe has collapsed. Watch our Star Trek All Access podcast on Patreon.
Yeah, your good twin was here.
Oh, see how Philip does me, guys. But yeah, Showcase number 4. My sweet, sweet summer child. The original sweet, sweet summer child. Am I right, guys?
Oh, well, I said, I'm like, I love how you get 2 stories. If this, this was modern comics, they would stretch this out, each story out 5 or 6 issues, especially that origin story.
Oh my God, yeah. Honestly, though, it could have stood to be fleshed out a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, but only because it was like so intriguing and interesting.
I know, but
he's just so different from Jay Garrick. It's like, what the hell is going on here?
Oh yeah, he wasn't standing around smoking in the lab. Yeah, I know he's
him and his hard water.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? There ain't apple juice in that cup.
Okay, let's not bring Charlie into this.
Nailed it.
I just love, like, I guess Barry like on his lunch or dinner break, and he's like reading, oh look, a Flash comic.
Get it, guys? Isn't that cute, guys? This is how we're gonna pass the torch, guys.
And it's so funny because, I mean, once we get to Flash of 2 Worlds and he actually meets Jay Garrick, isn't it like, oh yeah, I guess, you're from a different Earth. And I guess the writer of the Flash comic, when he would fall asleep, would subconsciously tune into your Earth when he was dreaming.
If If only it was that easy to be a writer. I swear to God, I'd be a billionaire.
I know. But I just love, how times have changed. First time we see Jay, when he gets his powers, he's leaning against the table, smoking a cigarette. Barry's sitting here reading a comic, drinking some milk.
Because he's wholesome, guys. Get it?
Yeah. Not one of them hippies.
I mean, practically, if you think about his approach from like how he treats his rogues gallery compared to every other DC hero treats their rogues gallery, it's true.
I mean, I think Barry's rogues gallery is probably like only second.
They have
to Batman.
like all his rogues gallery have like that code and things like that, which I love that they tapped into in the show. They just, the rogues gallery just kind of fell apart, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's another thing Jeff Johns did is like really brought that rogues gallery, I think, back into the spotlight, because even in Wade's run, like he would bring in like new characters, and like you really didn't get a lot of the classic rogues.
Mark Wade, not for nothing, he loves to get his shekel, so
yeah,
that's what that was about.
I mean, he did use like his favorite abracadabra, but I mean,
justice for abracadabra in the Flash, by the way, too. Can we get back to that?
Seriously, I mean,
let's do the future stuff more. Like, honestly, just lean into it.
Or have Abra's, quote unquote first appearance, because when he showed up the one time, he's like, "Oh yeah, we fought a bunch of times."
Exactly. We haven't forgot, guys.
So I want to know, in Barry's lab, is that like a bookcase or a TARDIS? Because he's like, every chemical known to science is here. That must be a pretty damn big bookcase.
Oh, so fun fact, in a lab, in a forensics lab specifically, they do have to have a bunch of chemicals that they can compare against. So it was probably lesser that they needed in that time, because this is an old one. But
I know, but he says every chemical known to man. It's like, really?
It only takes a very small sample, so maybe.
Yeah, I guess. But then, of course, the lightning comes through that window, as we've gotten in every version.
Although I will say, like, do you remember when we were watching Arrow way back when, and we got to see that as the mid-season finale, like live action, like not in a movie but on a TV show, like.
I think that was mid-season, wasn't it?
Yeah, mid-season finale.
Episode 2. Was. I mean, season 2, yeah. I know.
Talk about your Christmas presents.
The Flash is coming, I know. But I just love lightning is certainly unpredictable. It knocked me over, but didn't scratch the cabinet, and it slammed into only certain chemicals.
Curious.
Oh.
We'll come back to that in 30 years.
Oh, probably more than that. A speed force, if you will.
A force of speed? We'll work on that.
Oh, we don't have a name for it yet. We got to wait for George Lucas to come up with the force so we can say the speed force.
Ouch, ouch, burn.
I was going to say, I love Mark Wade, but I mean, I don't know. The name, I don't know. I'm really not that creative.
I see, son. Phil just called him out, y'all. That's at Nightwing PDP.
I love Mark Wade. I've spoken to him, but
bet you didn't say that to his face.
Oh no, I kiss everyone's butt to their face. That's why you should come on here, Mr. Bendis.
I've said good things about Bendis in the I've actually defended Bendis in the DC groups. I even wrote something nice on Krypton Report's page when they were like, "Oh, Bendis is leaving," and I'm like, "Good, but keep him for Wonder Comics." I don't want him completely gone. I think he has done some really cool things that I would like him to stick around and do. Am I supposed to get my medicine soon? Phil's trying to lock me up because I said something nice about Bendis. I see how it is.
The vapors.
Yeah, that's what he's got, all right.
But I just love, a lightning bolt comes through the window, smashes into the chemicals and everything, douses him in electrified chemicals, and it's just like, let me just put on my hat and coat and go home.
Lightning didn't give him abs? I'm shocked. I'm shook.
It might have, but he doesn't say it. And then he tries to catch a cab and runs past it, and it's just like, I must be hallucinating. Whew.
The vapors, bro. He's got it's been a prolonged journey into mental illness. That's the secret plot of the Flash.
It's not hard water vapors. It's just. Oh, that would be an interesting episode of the Flash. He's just like wakes up one morning and they're like, "Oh yeah, you've been in a coma for the last 7 years."
It'll be like that Batman the animated series where they try to make him think he's crazy. They want their secret to the Speed Force.
Oh my! That's how you bring an abracadabra back.
Yes, dude. CW, hire us. We'll fix it.
Future tech, man. He holodecks his ass.
Please watch our Star Trek All Access podcast on Patreon.
Do it now.
Every time there's a Star Trek reference, I have to do it now. It's a thing.
Just do it. So, and then he stops at a diner for dinner.
Because he's consuming so many calories.
I guess, because I was going to say, yeah, wasn't he just drinking his milk and having a snack? But yes, I guess he's burning the calories, although they really don't get into that till Wally, but...
Yeah.
But oh, look, the waitress has dropped the food. But
don't worry, I'm going to Superman this. I'm going to Tobey Maguire Spider-Man this.
I know, man. Catches it all, and she's like, even the waitress is like, I must not be getting enough sleep. I could have sworn everything was dropping, and you caught it, but... And even Barry's like, oh, I must be hallucinating. So yeah, it goes home.
There's a gas leak in Central City. It's fine.
Yes. But yeah, Barry goes home. Next morning he's shaving and he meets, oh look, Iris.
Not that Iris.
Well, the character.
The other Iris, you know.
Why are you so late and so slow, Barry? Sorry, I'm just checking out some new chemicals. I bet you were, son.
What is this? What is this meth everybody's talking about? They say that puts some real amphetamines, put a real pep in your step. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the thing. Are we cracking the case here? I think we're cracking the code on this Flash thing, guys.
Oh, Barry, you're not smoking the ganja, are you? I was gonna say, what did they call it in the 50s?
The devil's ragweed, I believe. He was probably listening to jazz too, I tell you.
Oh no. But all of a sudden, yeah, he's standing there talking to Iris, and like, it's happening again. I'm seeing an impossible thing. A bullet headed straight for Iris.
What did Iris ever do to anybody?
He was able to just knock her out of the way. I don't think it was even meant for her, but it was just, yes, it was a stray bullet.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so we've met Iris, and she is a damsel in distress. Hello, Lois Lane clone.
And she's a reporter, yes.
Exactly. They all were at that point, wasn't it?
Back in the day, yeah.
That's the only thing you could be in DC if you were a female love interest. You got to be a reporter, kid. Sorry.
Everyone's a reporter unless you own your own airfield.
Oh, well, yeah, that's so true.
Carol. But yeah, no, it was a stray bullet fired by the Turtle Man, making a getaway.
Oh, the Turtle Man. Guys, they started off so good. Get it? Slow versus fast? Get it?
But yeah, once Barry gets to his lab.
The turtles are super fast in water, so...
Well, we'll get water in this.
Well, actually, no. It's turtle on land and a tortoise in water, so never mind.
But yeah, Barry goes back to the lab and it's like, oh, the impossible must have happened. And hey,
the impossible, get it, guys? That's gonna be a theme. Put a pin in your hat, in your shirt, in your shoe. It's gonna come back again and again.
And again, the dead parents just, hey, I have these gifts. I should help humanity. But then later on, he hears there's a bankrupt. Was it? Oh no.
To be fair, at this time, Superman's parents weren't dead either. So, to be, my pa.
Were they? I thought up until the burn thing, they died before he became Superman. I thought.
But he still was raised, right?
Oh
You know what I mean?
yeah. They died of like old age. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Nothing traumatic.
true. Just this whole planet, but yeah.
Well, humans suck.
And again, yeah. It's just like, oh, hey, a burglar alarm. Here, let me get out my new costume out of my ring.
The best thing, honestly, the best thing about this Flash.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, if this.
And that was definitely intentional merch. You can't tell me different.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I know those were in cereal boxes for years.
And again, and like again, if this was modern comics, he would have taken at least one issue just picking out a costume.
He would have had a team by page 7. He would have been doing a fashion show by page 11. Look at you, Supergirl TV show.
Hey, don't be knocking Melissa's fashion show, please.
Oh, never. I love Melissa, but season 1 was rough. The pilot was brutal.
Well, that was CBS too. And look, he's racing down a building. I'm going so fast, gravity has no effect on me. Then he breaks the sound barrier.
So fancy.
But it gets to the bank. Oh, the vault's open. The crook must still be here. Then he runs in. The vault's empty. No one's here. Nothing has been touched.
You fell for it, sucker.
They're like, now why? Why should this Turtle Man, the slowest on Earth? Oh wait. Oh look. First they call him the Turtle Man. Now he's thinking, now why should the turtle, the slowest man on Earth, go to all the trouble of attempting this?
Because it's a trap.
And I love the next panel again, calling him the slowest man on Earth. We get it. We're paying attention.
It was a different time, Philip.
You
know, there was still lead and paint. You know what I'm saying?
They thought all you
there was
kids
still asbestos. Okay.
They thought all you kids had ADD. Sorry. But yeah, he thinks he sees the turtle or Turtle Man, and he runs down the alley. Oh, it's just a painted silhouette as he runs through the wall, because I guess he hasn't learned how to vibrate through them yet.
Because he's Wile E. Coyote right now.
Yes, we see the turtle going down into the sewer. I guess he even talks slow. But yeah, when Barry gets up, he's like, gotta watch myself. Turtle Man is using my speed as a weapon against me. And he follows the sewer to the river, I guess. The turtle trying to get away in a paddle or a rowboat. So,
remember when comics could just do what they wanted? It didn't have to make too much sense. It was just fun nonsense.
It didn't have to be a big cosmos shaking event. Yes, I remember.
Or crossover after crossover. God, I'm not looking forward to Joker War. God.
I don't know. I am a little bit, but I'm just like, again, I mean, I know they're like, oh, they got to sell books and stuff, but
after the 80th, it's like, leave Joker alone, dude.
That
was perfect. You're gonna ruin it now.
I know. I mean, again, I don't mind an issue where give me a one and done. Spider-Man stopping someone for robbing a bank. Need someone to punch in the face. The shocker.
Coming soon to. I'm not gonna ruin it. I'll let you announce it on Spider-Cast.
Oh no, I don't care. We can do. Just stay tuned for October, kids. Right here on this very podcast, Capes and Lunatics.
Or do you mean Shocktober?
I think even like one of the pieces of art, I even put like it's one of the covers I put because Lilith demanded it.
I kind of did. It's fine.
It's awesome though, like those comic book covers because you demanded it. It's like because Lilith demanded it. But yeah, so Barry tries. Oh look, here's a speedboat, but oh no, he booby trapped. The Turtle Man booby trapped it. It's sinking.
Get it? A speedboat?
Ha ha ha. But hey, Barry again. This is faster than modern comics. Hey, if I move so fast, I can run on water.
Well, yeah.
But then he's like, oh no. My speed vibrations are pushing the rowboat beyond my reach. So then he's thinking, as the turtle's mocking him, he's like, "Oh, I can't run at it, but if I run around it,
Cause I'm smart, see?
I'm a scientist, see?" So he spins the turtle around till he's, I guess, gets thrown from the boat, and he picks him up. "You tricked me. That's what happens when the world's slowest man meets the fastest man on earth."
Is that kind of like when an unstoppable object meets an immovable one? Is that what they're going for there?
That's right, Turtle Man. Try to put one over on the Flash. You're going to be all wet.
Oh, you hit that Kona button, you son of a gun.
I did. So I love these reporters afterwards as Turtle's getting arrested. "You certainly captured that character in a flash, mister." What did you say your name was?
Hey, that's great branding. Thank ya.
What did you say your name was? You just said it, the Flash.
No. I am the Crimson. Now I'm the Scarlet Speedster.
I just love it's like, one, he's reading a Flash comic, then the reporter just happens to call him, in a Flash.
He's a thief, I tell you, a thief.
If this was the real world and it was like, I'm going to call myself.
Oh, somebody's going to court.
Oh, yeah. DC's going to be suing him, even though they don't know who he is. Yeah.
Oh, to get that money, they'd find out quick.
And of course, the last panel of this story, Iris. "Oh, how exciting would it be to meet a man like that?"
I don't know if you really want the fastest man alive as your moniker. Just saying. We don't know about the vibrating hands yet, so I'm just saying.
I was gonna say, ladies.
You get a vibrating hand. You get a vibrating hand.
Oh my Lord, we got Lilith and Hysteria.
So predictable.
And then the second story, the man who broke the time barrier.
What? How interesting. I think this is the better story, honestly.
This is pure Flash,
This comes to define what Flash is going to be all about. And I find it very interesting that it was the second story. They had a plan.
Oh, yeah. But like all of a sudden stuff in Central Cities just starts going missing, like this guy's electric shaver, a tube for a television.
They didn't call it the boob tube for nothing back then. Hey, you ever wonder why they made Wally a redhead when everybody else was kind of blonde? Because he was the redheaded stepchild? Is that what they were really going for? Like, that's been my theory. Because think about all the things that they've put Wally through and continue to put Wally through.
I don't know. I just always think, they do that. Do they do that so you're just like, yeah, he's not Barry's kid. He's from somewhere else.
He could have, Iris kind of had that where he could have kind of sort of been a ginger.
Yeah.
Just saying. I love redheads. Y'all know that. I'm always curious when somebody makes a character a redhead. Is it like their fetish or is it like a purpose? Oh, no, people really do. Wolverine fetishes redheads. He's got 2 of them now, so.
Schnick.
Because Barry can very, very easily kind of fits into that Jay Garrick mold. That's all that I was saying.
But we've read this story. We know why this stuff's getting stolen. But a beaker? You need a beaker?
They're cooking up meth, bro. I already told you. You watch Breaking Bad. You know what's up, Phil.
Walter White came back in time.
If anybody could. Oh, the most epic crossover. Come on, Image Comics. Or no, wait. IDW, make it happen.
I am the one who knocks on the time barrier. But Barry, someone going out. I'd better see who that is. That's super speed.
How someone's gotten a grasp on their powers, maybe.
Really quick. Yeah, I know. Oh, but then he chases the crook, and look, he's shooting rings of intense heat at me.
Ruh-roh. You know what heat does to speed? Or cold.
Whoa. So yeah, while he's dodging flame rings, the the crook gets away and starts.
It's only the first couple of pages. Relax.
I know, but yeah. So on the outskirts of Central City, the crook's like thinking about his origin.
As you do if you're a villain, because villains got a monologue even when they're alone.
Oh yeah, Silver Age. Heck yeah. Thinking about the primitive 20th century, but he's going to get back to his own time for revenge.
Time travel already, you say?
Because wait,
is this going to be a major theme?
Oh, just wait. There's a line in here too that they were thinking stuff, but yeah, we see in a flash. Well, is it a flashback if he's thinking about the future?
It's a flash sideways. It's fine. I'll allow it.
Can you have a flashback to the future?
Somebody get Marty McFly on the phone.
Hey, you get your damn hands off her. But yes, Mazdan. Oh, could have been Mazda, but Mazdan. I don't think they even say what specific year he's from, but yes, the court was supposed to exile him into the future, like past his year. Your prison will be...
like the justice system now, they are bad at their job.
So I guess they're saying by the 50th century, the Earth is a desolate planet.
Wow, I'm surprised it lasted that long.
No.
Let's be honest.
So they fired him through time, supposing they were supposed to send him to the 50th century, but yeah, but then we contradict that later on because I mean, Abracadabra comes from the 64th.
Yeah, maybe they fixed it.
Maybe the Flash fixed it.
Exactly.
But yeah, so they fire him through time. He's supposed to go to the 50th century, but he ends up in the 20th, the crude 20th.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Well, it's the 50s.
It's not humanity's best look.
Well, it's the 50s too. A giant.
Oof, yeah, think about the 50s, guys. If you're not white and male, think about the 50s. It's not her best time.
Well, I was thinking about technological too, but yeah. Social, heck yeah.
We got big boats for cars, all metal. Everybody's smoking cigarettes. And drinking milk, apparently.
Yeah, smoke some cigarettes. I'll keep you strong, see? Oh, Lord, with the help of my magnetic rod, I've stolen the objects to propel the time capsule.
A magnetic rod, you say? We're such children.
Oh, Lord, you know how many men have had magnetic rods down there? But again, he stole all this stuff to like fix the capsule. What does he need a beaker for? It's not electronic.
He was trying to put some pep in his step, Philip. I'm telling you.
Or like the oil pan or something.
Trying to put some pep in his step.
Oh, meth in his step? Oh, Lord. Then I guess he needs, for the shielding, he needs gold. I remember from ancient history books that the people in this age sometimes kept their gold in banks. Oh, Lord, another bank. See? I love it. Another bank robbery.
Well, yeah, it was that was the era,
I miss it.
Honestly, that would be the first. If I ever went back in time and I was a villain, hell yeah, I'm robbing all the banks. All the banks.
You don't even need to do a bank robbery. I mean, depending on how far you go back, do your history, do your research. You find the winning lottery numbers.
No. That's too chaotic. See, no, you rob banks. No, if you ever watch a TV show called Journeyman, # I hate NBC. Yeah, it always comes down to the money, and you can't get actual paper currency because it has dates and secretary treasurers and things like that. You have to get like diamond and gold, things that you can exchange for money without a trace.
Well, why can't you steal some money, set up an account, and then that account's waiting for you, and you get back with interest?
You need ID, especially in the future. It gets more. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. Money is always a time traveler's bane.
Well, in the past, you masquerade as your parent or your grandparent. Come on, come on, Lilith. You think I haven't thought of this? That's right, people. You want to know what goes on? There's so much that goes on in this head of mine. Time travel. Hey, I have a password that I give to no one. It's right up in here. I've never told anyone. So if anyone comes back from the future claiming to be me, I'll be like, okay, give me the password.
And if they did,
I would know it was me, or I sent someone back.
That's hilarious. Phil is so adorable.
When I rule time, remember that.
Uh-oh, we're gonna have to start the Time Lords against Philip. I see it. This is how Legends happens.
Lilith's gonna be writing romance novels. I'm carrying a heat gun.
Yep. Nick Rory's my spirit animal.
Yes. So Mazden is breaking into the bank, and some cop, rather than trying to stop him, calls for backup. Oh, I tried to stop him, but I couldn't get near him. See?
Convenient.
And of course, he calls the police headquarters, who works there, right?
I was gonna say, they don't really have a flash signal.
They don't need it. I don't know. He always shows up. We get calls for trouble, and he just kind of shows up. No one puts two
Star Labs just yet, so
no one puts two together, and he's a cop. But yeah,
they didn't want to. It's plausible deniability.
That's true.
They learned it from Gordon.
Yeah, so Barry takes off, and then there he is. And this time, his heat ring won't stop me from capturing him. It's always coolest at the center of a flame. So he jumps through the rings of fire.
Was that a little Johnny Cash reference?
I was gonna say burning ring of fire. Now it's my turn to put the heat on you in jail.
Are you gonna share a cell or
phrasing?
What's on there? Sexual harassment on line 2.
I remember this from the history books. It's called sexual harassment.
And I'm gonna sue you.
There's this primitive concept called sue. Imprisoning me in this primitive barred cell. Haha. They took all his possessions, but they didn't know about his special contact lenses.
I was gonna say his prison purse.
Oh no, and his eye love.
Sure, that's the orifice. Sure,
they're contact lenses. Why weren't they in your eye?
Somebody's got pink eye.
My chemically treated lenses magnify. Yeah, so he uses the light in the lenses to burn the lock.
Like, how thick were those contact lenses?
Coke bottles. But yeah,
I've heard of hard lenses, but that's ridiculous.
Whoa. But yeah, so a cop finally discovers he's gone, so the cops go running out again. Barry's like, "Oh hey, what's the commotion?"
Boy, I'll tell you what.
So he runs out again. My foe has all sorts of mastery over heat, but that will mean I'll use it to track him down.
With some thermal imaging from a satellite? No, nonsense.
No, at super speed, I can detect the slightest differences in temperature.
That doesn't make sense, but okay.
56 it did. Please, kids were playing with jacks. They didn't know better.
Pickup sticks.
I mean, 56. I mean, that's the year my parents were born. I mean, oh, good Lord. But yes, so he's he's following the heat trail, and he finds the time capsule. I've got to get him before he can close that door. Because how would I get through a solid object?
I know. Like that's the whole thing about like reading it back. You're just like, oh man, your powers are so lame right now. I
know. So he grabs the thief and says, "Where are you from?" And I guess he gives him the synopsis. So, you see, it's in your best interest to let me return to my known age. I'll never come back to bother you or your civilization again.
Can't chance it.
And he's like, well, your capsule works on heat, tremendous heat. When you go, the resultant blast will be great. Yes, it will blast out a crater at least 10 miles in diameter. Didn't you give any thought to the people who live in that area? They'll all be killed.
And what it would do to the future?
Only a few thousand, hardly important.
Somebody didn't know about the butterfly effect yet. It's fine.
True. Well, that's why he's a criminal. I consider them important, Mazden. I'll take you back to your future era. Without a time capsule, impossible. So was Barry experimenting with this beforehand, or is he just like, yeah, I'm sure I'm fast enough to break the time barrier?
Oh, he's been experimenting. See, this is the one thing that is consistent about Barry Allen through all his iterations. He loves to make sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
Oh, my Lord. Can you imagine? Maybe Iris didn't even know him the first time.
Exactly. He's making sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
So he races. He goes to a racetrack so he can build up speed.
Because he doesn't have a buddy at the Air Force at an Air Force base yet.
What if? Yeah, they haven't met yet. Yes. Oh Lord. So yes, they start going. We're passing through the mists of time. Oh Lord, where's the line?
Sounds kind of naughty now that I'm thinking about it, but okay.
Okay, Kelly.
Sounds sort of naughty now that I'm saying it.
So yes, out of the time stream.
Out of the pouch. Boing.
Hard going must be this time barrier. Yeah, Mazden didn't notice it coming to our area because he was traveling the other way. Yeah, and he's in a time capsule.
It's kind of weird that he can take people with him. Just
yeah.
saying.
Well, you see the next page. He's like, Flash battles the time barricade like moving on a treadmill.
Put a pin in it.
Mm-hmm. Like moving on.
We'll get back to it.
So yes, they finally break through the time barrier. Oh, look, you see, it's the future because they're wearing all those funky ass sunglasses.
Hey, their future's so bright, they gotta wear shades. I think that's what that's. Oh no.
I'm gonna have to rename that the little Hellfire button.
No. Matt Coda is king of the rim shot button.
Yes, he
That's
is.
what it's called, child.
Oh. Okay, Grandma.
Get off my lawn, see?
And so to see justice done, I brought Mazden back to this court, Your Honor.
He brought him back to the future. Get it, guys?
1.21 gigawatts.
Never said it's to 2020.
No. When we put him in the time capsule, we'll make sure he goes to the future where he belongs. Yeah. Let's let a criminal. So, did they ever bring Mazden back? Because again, well, then you got to admit, hey, maybe 50th century isn't as desolate as we first said.
He fixed it. It's fine. He saved all those people that he was gonna kill.
That's true.
See? They didn't know about the butterfly effect just yet. It's fine.
Good, then I'll be on my way. And then another spurt of super speed.
Phrasing.
What?
Phrasing, if I ever heard it.
So Barry comes back like seconds after he left. And then one of his buddies at the lab's like, Barry, weeks have gone by, not another case. There hasn't been another case of those strange robberies. I guess the thief was caught and serving time. Oh, get it? He's serving time.
Ha ha. Huzzah!
I see what you
Yeah, there was definitely a plan, and I find that very interesting, especially in that particular time frame.
Oh yeah, there was definitely a plan.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Like I said, I love the second story a lot more just because it feels like it was more thought out.
Oh yeah.
Like,
But
I just miss getting 2 stories in a comic book. Like,
oh yeah.
that doesn't cost $10.
And I guess they must have taken their time to think of like, you know, the treadmill and stuff, because it's like, so his second appearance wasn't until Showcase 8.
Well, you know, that was par for the course back then, though.
Yeah, because it was a showcase.
And you know, you got to get those letters coming in. Hey, what about that guy?
Oh, true. There was no email. Oh yeah,
snail mail.
Hell,
Snail mail.
Hell, I remember reading in like the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, it would take like months for your, you know, the letter to get there and stuff. Now it's just like, oh hey, I love the last issue.
Or you just tweet them. Yeah.
I love the new issue 2 weeks ago. Technology.
I don't know. It's something about Barry that I just enjoy. The setup of it, that he's a scientist, that he just wants to help people.
Nice.
You know, no tragic backstory or anything like that.
Yep.
He's competent, you know. It's just really refreshing.
It is. So I said we need more of this. Because that's what I was thinking the other day. It's just like, I mean, modern storytelling, it seems like every character has to have a motive or tragedy. You know, the motive either.
There's no such thing as altruism in the DC universe, and I think that's very telling.
I'd say in modern comics, because I say that, you know, like two of the big characters I think they have trouble writing in the modern age is Superman and Captain America, and those I think two are like the biggest, you know.
Well, Captain America, he is kind of based on altruism, but it's kind of patriot-based altruism, so I don't even know if that counts.
Well, it depends who's writing it too, because I know like when Grunwald was writing it, he's like, I don't, I'm not, I don't support the American government. I'm just basically helping people realize their American dream.
What is this? Extreme Home Makeover? Like what?
But
that sounds like a terrible 80s show that came on after Magnum PI.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But I think that's just the thing. I think that's the hardest characters I think they have trouble writing for in the modern age.
I think Superman's not that hard, because if you like with all the like different interpretations of Superman as like say an immigrant, like America's built on immigrants. Like that's the easiest thing to, and they kind of stray away from it unless it's an Elseworlds tale.
I shouldn't say it's hard to write for them, but I think Marvel and DC thinks it's hard to write for them because I don't know. I think they think that it's not relatable, that people are good just for the sake of being good. And I'm just like,
yeah. Which for Marvel, that's weird because that's kind of what their whole thing is predicated on, you know. Whether it's the Fantastic Four, you know, specifically the first family of Marvel, that's kind of, you know, they got these powers and they just came back doing good. So I just find that really weird that, you know.
Do you think that's the Disney effect? It's like, wait, people will do something without a motive? What?
Well, and that's weird because Walt's initial, you know, sugarcoating, whitewashing of everything, you would think that those two ideals would gel.
Well, again, too, Walt Disney's gone, Stan Lee's gone.
True.
Now it's all companies, corporations.
Yeah. I'm just saying though, sometimes, well, when a company has such a hardwired history, like Walt Disney, for instance, some of up until like I'd say the 90s, because they treated their employees a lot better in the 90s. They got a lot better benefits packages and stuff like that. Like it definitely shifted after like I'd say like 96.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is kind of ridiculous. It's like you're making heroes. Heroes are supposed to want to do good for the sake of doing good.
Yes.
No tragic backstory needed. Like that's all that I'm saying.
True. Listen to this woman.
This version of Barry proves it. Hello, Megan. But yeah, I think if you are like in a nostalgic mood, I think the old school Flash is just so good.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Oh yeah. So should we get out of here?
Let's do it.
All right. So, yes, next week we'll be getting more before the bat. But then in 2 weeks, yes, we'll cover any Arrowverse news, more Stargirl, and then we'll come back with Showcase number 8, the second appearance of Barry Allen.
Hey, Stargirl's 10 episodes, right?
I believe so.
I feel like it was supposed to be 13, but it's only 10.
Let me check. As long as my app is right. Let's see. Oh no, I got a list. It's saying 13.
Okay, I didn't imagine it. Cool.
Yeah, because I mean they all have, except for the last episode, they all have titles. So yeah, 13, I'd say.
What the finale happens on what day?
It's not giving me.
Did your app say?
Oh wait, August 10, maybe.
Okay.
So
because I think the season finale needs a show onto itself.
Oh, definitely.
So look forward to that, guys.
Sounds good. You know what the wise man says.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Speaking of which, let's get out of here so you can go do his 150 episode.
Oh, yes. Catch me on Into the Night and Moon Knight podcast episode 150.
Look at Ray go! 150 of Moon Knight of all characters. I'm kidding.
Just what you, just
we
what
do
you
Quasar over here. Jab.
Just what you want to hear, Lila. Just what you want to hear, Ray. You know, a woman telling you, "Oh, that's so cute."
The big bazooka.
Anyway, so yeah, send us your thoughts on Stargirl, any of this CW drama, and hey, the old Barry Allen issues. Send it all, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Legends of the Arrowverse, because a lot of you have been on Facebook, Twitter. Follow all the Capes and Lunatics stuff. Follow the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button.
And smash the bell.
That's right. Find links to all of it all in one place. Not the 50th century. No, Linktree. That's linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And remember to support the sponsors. Tweaked Audio, as Charlie says.
Your audio.
As Charlie Esser says, buy yourself a headset. Hunt a killer. That's right. Hunt some killers. There's enough here in the present. You don't have to go to the future. Hunt some killers. And
don't go to the past, because killing Hitler never works out.
Ask Nick Fury. Anyway, and pick up Pod Life the book, Volume 1, because Volume 2 is in the works. So go buy Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And when you buy it on Amazon or anything else, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help support this show, the Southgate Media Group Network, and Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Go back and look at my history, and you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong. Mark my words.
Talk about a madman out of time. Lilith Hellfire.
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, or on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire 86 or at Lilith Hellfire 69, because inside I'm just a juvenile boy, apparently.
Duh. You get a vibrating hand, and you get a vibrating hand.
You're making sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
Only if it's from Tom Cavanaugh. Let's just be honest.
Whoa.
Yes, Tom Cavanaugh can get it as long as he's not problematic, which everybody's problematic at this point, so who knows?
Party in the front and the back.
Anyway.
Yowza.
Thanks for joining us, kids. But yes, come back.
Support Stargirl!
That's right. Keep watching Stargirl. Come back in 2 weeks. Talk more Stargirl. Any Arrowverse news. And again, more classic Barry Allen. Remember, kids, drink your milk.
And eat your oatmeal.
How many kids do you think read that in 56 and like, I'm going to drink my milk. It's going to give me super speed.
Oh, I guarantee you. Like I said, there was asbestos and lead was still in paint. I'm guaranteeing you, there was a bunch of kids thinking that.
There was no internet. There was nothing. Kids didn't know anything.
They had libraries.
True.
They had the good old Dewey Decimal System.
They had encyclopedias.
Britannica. I still have my set.
Encyclopedias, people.